Hello all and welcome to my channel Avantika's Astro, and in this video I'm going to talk about the affliction of feminine planets in the chart. When feminine planets, which are Moon and Venus, when they are afflicted in the chart, what happens? Let's start with Moon first. Now when Moon is afflicted, people usually suffer and face challenges while reasoning with their own thoughts and form better conclusions and take good decisions. Because when Moon is under affliction, then the very trait of the Moon that represents that you will be able to reason well with your thoughts and you will be able to overcome any mental challenges, like let's say overthinking, indecisiveness, negativity, and influence that people cast on you. Like sometimes when Moon is in the water signs and it is under affliction, then people are very impressionable. They easily get influenced and come under impression. So whatever challenges you face on mental grounds, this is something that happens in different ways depending upon which planet is afflicting Moon. If Moon is afflicted by Mars, though it is not really counted like an affliction, when Moon and Mars are together, it is considered as Chandra-Mangal Yoga, which is also considered as one of the Dhan-Dayak yogas, which is good for your wealth matters. But when I talk about the mental suffering or the mental challenges people can face with this affliction, is that sometimes your urge to act in any situation controls you so much that that is where you start making mistakes. Moon and Mars conjunction or affliction of Moon by planet Mars also gives you risk-taking tendencies, we know. But sometimes when Moon is not in a good placement, then what happens is that your risk can usually and mostly turn into losses, which is not a good thing. So you have to understand the kind of affliction that Moon in your birth chart carries. Now when Moon is afflicted by Saturn, what happens is too much of restfulness can be reflected in this native's personality. Sometimes even when he has to act or he needs to be proactive with his life and effort-taking tendencies, then there this native might be at rest. Now this is not good for your growth, for your life, for your future. When Saturn afflicts Moon, sometimes your lethargy and the state of restfulness can actually ruin all your potential and talent, because you are not having that urge to perform, to prove yourself. You are like somewhere in a restful state and you're not able to realize your own potential, your talent, and you're not having that drive to put more efforts into something that you really want. And that's why Saturn and Moon conjunction, or Moon being aspected by Saturn, these people can take a lot of time to understand that they need to put the volume of efforts into achieving something. Like they know it, but when it comes to acting upon something, they might take a lot of time. Now when Moon is afflicted by Rahu, what happens is that in your mind, you keep on moving in circles and you can be too much driven by your own imagination. It's good to have some creative imagination at play, but if your imagination starts ruling your daily life, then it becomes very difficult to be able to focus and be productive at the same time. Now when Moon and Rahu people get hit by some thought, something which is perturbing, not friendly, unpleasant thought, then they are the people who might just waste the whole day into trying to understand how this situation can get better, because Rahu is now controlling your mind. So Rahu will never follow the rule of letting go or surrendering to the process. Rahu would be like, I want to make sure that everything is under my control and I would be able to regulate the matters wherever things are not going well. So these people, in their thoughts, they would want to correct something that has gone wrong. They keep on rectifying, and what happens is that you end up wasting your very precious time. Now when moon is afflicted by Ketu, what happens? It can affect your expressions. It can block your expressions in a way where you're not able to express well, and you're not able to sometimes make benefit out of your communication, because Ketu will somewhere try to block your thought process, because of which your expressions might get blocked. And when your expressions are getting blocked, then what happens is that you become little uncomfortable in reaching out to people, or in exchanging energy, or in building healthy connections. So the aspect of socialism actually gets affected when moon is afflicted by Ketu. Also when moon is afflicted by Ketu, when people face challenges or they are going through any bad phase in their personal lives, then they can often come up with this decision that they do not want to get into any other relationship. They get so hit and attacked by that particular experience that after that they just want to do that trauma blocking. They might get so fearful or might be traumatized in a way that they are not very open to experience or give themselves a second chance if they have suffered in personal life. Now what happens is that if one experience has gone better, doesn't mean that every experience is going to turn like that. But because here Ketu is influencing your mind matters, so what happens is that Ketu will tell you that you stay separated from any further experiences, because in your memory, in your subconscious, that thought has entered so deeply that any engagement can lead to disengagement, any attachment can lead to detachment. So it gets so deeply rooted in your system that getting rid of that particular thought process is not so easy. And for that, if you want to overcome this sort of thought process, so try to strengthen your mind with the help of a counselor, a guide, guru, self-learning, self-knowledge, spiritual practices, but do not stay logged in a state of mind which is not helping. I hope you liked this video, and if you liked it, please hit a like, share it with your family and friends. And if you want to take consultation from me, offline or online, you will find my contact details in the description of this video, and you will also find my contact details in the description of my channel. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Please take good care of yourself.